Colombia versus France, a game of inches. The title really says it all, doesn't it? In the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, sometimes a single inch of wood is all that separates glory from, well, absolute heartbreak. This is a story all about how the smallest, tiniest margins can decide the biggest outcomes.
You know, it's a question that every single athlete, every fan, has probably asked themselves at some point. How close can you really get to glory and still lose? Well, today, we're going to dive into a match that gives us one of the most dramatic, gut-wrenching answers you will ever see.
All right, so let's set the stage. We're in Santiago, Chile, the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. After a long, grueling tournament, it all comes down to this for two teams, Colombia and France. They're not fighting for the gold, no. They're fighting for third place. But don't let that fool you. For these young players, that bronze medal, it means everything. It's their last chance to take something home, to turn all that pressure into a moment that could define their careers.
So for both squads, the objective is exactly the same: secure that bronze medal. This is their one last shot to leave Chile with something tangible, something to show for all their hard work. And listen, this is no mere consolation match. This is a final, a real shot at glory for these guys.
You know, in a game this tense, the first goal is it's massive. It completely breaks the deadlock, it shifts all the pressure, and it can totally change the psychology of the entire match.
And who gets it? It's Colombia. The scorer is Pereira. He's the one who finds the back of the net, putting his team firmly in the driver's seat. You can just imagine the Colombian fans going absolutely wild.
Even the commentator couldn't help but shout, "Super finish from Perea!" And honestly, it's easy to see why. That was a moment of pure class, the exact kind of individual brilliance you need to break open a tight, tense game like this one. And just like that, boom, Colombia's up 1-0.
But France? Oh, they weren't just going to roll over. Not a chance. What came next was just this series of heart-stopping moments, agonizingly close calls, as they fought back, desperately pushing for that equalizer.
And you know what? It almost got way worse for France before it got any better. There was this huge defensive mistake, a really costly one at the back from Francis Sedan that nearly gifted Colombia a second goal, a massive, massive let-off for the French.
Then, on the other end of the pitch, Colombia gets a golden opportunity to just seal the deal. Pereira, again, he gets the ball in a fantastic position, but he scuffs the shot. I mean, that was the moment to put the game to bed. But nope. The door is left wide open for France to get back in it.
So even after that scare, France is still very much in this thing. And then they win a free kick, right in a dangerous area. This is a perfect chance to tie it up. Kamar steps up to take it, and he sends it just over the bar. Another huge chance gone. You can just feel the frustration mounting for the French side.
And that brings us to it. The absolute climax of the entire match. We're talking the final dying seconds of the game. It is literally now or never for France. One last attack, one last chance to try and force extra time.
Okay, so check this out. It's the final attack. France is just launching everyone forward into desperate push. The ball gets sent into the box. Colombia's goalie Garcia comes out and punches it clear. But where does it go? It falls perfectly to France's Elon. He lines it up. He strikes it perfectly, and it smacks off the crossbar. The woodwork denies them at the last possible second. Incredible.
Millimeters. That's what we're talking about here. Just absolutely heartbreaking for France. The keeper was totally beaten. No chance. The difference between going to extra time and losing the match was literally the width of the paint on that crossbar.
And that's what makes it such a tragedy, right? The commentator said it perfectly. He could not have hit that any sweeter. It was a technically flawless strike under the most intense pressure in the most critical moment of the game. But sometimes perfect just isn't enough.
So, as soon as that ball cannons off the bar and bounces away, that's it. The referee blows the final whistle, the game is over, just like that. And you see this incredible contrast. Colombia just erupts in celebration, while the French players, they just collapse, defeated by, you guessed it, a single inch of woodwork.
And there you have it, the final result. Colombia wins, they take home the bronze medal, all thanks to that super finish from Pereira early on. And for France, it's fourth place. A whole tournament, a great run that will probably forever be remembered for that one agonizing final shot from two-way that hit the bar.
So let's just recap this wild match. Colombia secures third place,
That first half goal from Pereira ends up being the decider. France gets denied extra time by the crossbar in the most dramatic way possible. This whole thing was defined by the absolute narrowest of margins.
And that really brings us full circle. Back to that first question we asked. In the biggest moments, what really decides the winner? Is it skill, or is it just dumb luck? I mean, Tue's strike was pure skill. The outcome, that felt like pure chance. It just leaves you wondering, doesn't it? In these huge, high-stakes moments that define careers and legacies, what is it that truly separates victory from defeat?